Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing some EFT tapping on the different emotions, the thoughts, the sensations that can accompany the loss of a job. This video is part of a series that I'm doing related to grief and loss. Typically, when we think about grief and loss, we associate that with the loss of a person or the loss of a beloved animal, but what you will see is the process of grieving can be applied to anything that happens in our lives. If this interests you, stay tuned. Thank you for joining me in this EFT tapping video that is on the subject of job loss. Again, this is part of a series of grief and loss. Please feel free to check out the rest of the topics. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to focus in on the different sensations, the different thoughts or emotions that you yourself have around the circumstances under which you were let go or separated, to use that euphemism. What are the feelings that go along with that? Typical feelings could be anger, despair, sadness, or maybe there's a numbness, a denial of what's happened. I'm going to ask you to check in with yourself so that we can start with the rating of where we're starting. We're going to use a 1 to 10 scale, where 1 is a neutral feeling, and on the other end is a 10, where it's, up here, the most sadness, the most anger, numbness. Maybe you start with numbness, but you're going to rate yourself on that scale of 1 to 10 and write down that number so that we can compare. Let's begin. We're going to start with the karate chop point, and if you are familiar already with tapping as we progress into the different rounds, do feel free to use your own acupressure points that of your preference or follow along, okay? So we're starting with the karate chop point. Even though I've been fired from this job and I don't know how to feel, I still love and accept myself. Even though I've been fired from this job that I may or may not have really liked, there's some anger there, and I still love and accept myself. Even though I've been fired from my job, unceremoniously fired, and I'm pissed about it, I still love and accept myself and how I feel. Eyebrow. I've been fired. Side of the eye. I don't quite believe it. I don't believe this is happening. Under the eye. I don't believe that I've been fired. Me? Under the nose. There's a part of me that's still in shock. The shock. Collarbone. The shock of it all. I don't believe that this is happening. Underarm. I know that it's real, and yet I don't believe it. Top of the head. I don't believe that this is even happening. To the eyebrow. We're going to move through and go into anger. Yeah, this is happening. Side of the eye. They called me into the office and told me that I was let go. Under the eye. Or maybe it was an email. How disrespectful. They sent an email saying I need not come back. I'm disrespected and angry. Under the mouth. I can't believe that I've been treated this way. This is so unfair. Collarbone. Unfair. Unfair, and I'm angry about it. Angry about it. I'm pissed. Top of head. I'm pissed and I need someone or something to take it out on. Just pissed. I don't know what to do with this anger. Go ahead and stop the tapping, and I'm going to ask you to check back in. And for some people, you may be feeling some energy being stirred up, and for others, there may not be too much happening as I am moving through the different emotions and feelings and thoughts that I believe the people who are tapping in with this video would have. If you feel like, this is the denial aspect or the anger aspect are really pertinent for you, I would say stay there with the tapping, but we are going to move on. And we're moving on with having you to check back in with how you're feeling now using that 1 to 10 scale. I'm going to ask you to write down your new number. The number may have gone down. The number may be the same as where you started, or the number may have gone up, in which case, fantastic. You have the chance to really expand and let that energy, let those emotions move up and out through you. But we are going to continue tapping with the eyebrow. Yeah, angry is an appropriate response. Still pissed. Side of the eye. Just thinking about that manager or that boss or the situation, I can feel that anger raising up again. Under the eye. But along with the anger, there's some sadness in here. Under the nose. Yeah, a part of me also feels sad. Under the mouth. Sad because I've devoted a lot of time and effort into that job, and for what? Collarbone. Sad because maybe I sold myself short. Maybe I wanted to quit a long time ago, but was afraid to move. Under the arm. They say that God has a way of making you move when you refuse. Is that what's going on here? Top of head. Yeah, there's a lot of sadness to go around. Sadness, and maybe even some despair. Eyebrow. Despair because there is no real game plan yet, maybe. Side of the eye. What am I going to do next? Under the eye. Despair because I'm feeling hopeless. I don't know what to do. Under the nose. I don't know what to do. Under the mouth. I'm feeling sad and hopeless, and I don't know what to do. Collarbone. Sadness is overwhelming. Under the arm. The more I allow it to be there, the more it kind of takes over, and that's scary too. Top of the head. The sadness and the despair. Okay, go ahead and stop tapping. And my sense is, for a lot of people, after they move through some anger, that despair is going to be very, very heavy for them. So in which case I advise you to do some more tapping. Do some more tapping and see what else comes up for you. If you are following my words or inserting your own words, just see what else is there. See what else is there for you. And I'm going to ask you to, using that same 1 to 10 scale, go ahead and record how it is that you're feeling now. And because I'm kind of sensing what other people may be experiencing, I would say that for a lot of people, the number would have gone up, which is a good thing because you're allowing it to move through you. But go ahead and record your number. And we're going to move into the final round of the tapping, where I'm asking that we begin to self-soothe, bring down some of that energy, calm down the nervous system. We have that fight, that flight, that freeze, but we're going to begin to calm down the nervous system with this last round of tapping. Starting with the eyebrow. Yes, a lot of sadness, a lot of anger, a lot of despair. Side of the eye. However, there's also a small part of me that is accepting that this is what it is. Under eye. Accepting that this is life. Under the nose. This is my life as I know it, starting here and now. Under the mouth. I don't fully accept how I was treated. I don't fully accept having any kind of game plan right now. Collarbone. But I do accept the situation. I'm opening to accepting the situation. I have to move forward. Under the arm. I need to move forward and begin to find solutions. Top of head. Accepting how I'm feeling, accepting the situation, and allowing myself to calm down. Eyebrow. Allowing myself to calm down. Side of the eye. I'm finding peace. Under the eye. I'm finding peace. Under the nose. I'm accepting the situation and finding peace. Under the mouth. Calm. Soothing. Peace. Top of the head. I'm calming down. I'm finding peace. Finding clarity to uncover my next step. And go ahead and stop tapping. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, then exhale. And I'm going to ask you to check back in with how you're feeling inside, and on that same 1 to 10 scale, go ahead and rate how it is that you're feeling now. Although that was a rather quick tapping session, I've myself found that there was a lot of release there and a lot of soothing comfort there. If your eyes were open, if you were following along, you may see that I oftentimes will close my eyes because it is a very relaxing experience for me to go along with that soothing of the nervous system. So again, thank you for joining me here today. And if you are a person whose number has gone down, the number has stayed the same, or if the number has even gone up, I would suggest that you continue with the tapping, continue to get that energy moving, and show yourself grace, show yourself some compassion, and understand that the tapping does work. The tapping does work for most people, and just hang in there. Until next time, bye-bye.